Why, boy, howdy. I has an idea for a cold open.
Oh, yeah?
Open me. Open me coldly. Hit me hard and soft? Nah, open me cold.
We're so much further away than usual. Oh, my God.
I'm so far away. I don't know, since we're outside, I don't know if you remember, because I feel like we should be doing this more in day-to-day life. Do you know those old, like, jump rope songs? Where it's like two people are skipping a rope and like you just jump in and you're just like, carrots, lettuce, cabbage, and peas. Yeah. Your mother says you gotta eat these. I feel like...
Is that a real one? I've never heard that before.
That I got from Family Guy.
Okay.
Like I get most things. I get most things from Family Guy.
Me too.
And we don't have a jump rope. But I feel like... I'm not going to use the wire, don't worry. But I feel like it's a good warm-up activity. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like if we had like some pavement here and like we had a jump rope, we could just like get ideas going like burgers, french fries, chicken and wings. Today we're gonna rank these things. I know my way around the rope. Doing this show is how I cope. Welcome back to Rankings Outside.
The show where we rank things outside.
I'm your host, Nick, and the one sipping water is my co-host, Lewis. It's too much for me touching grass and drinking water. We're mixing it up today. You know, it's a nice, lovely summer's day.
Yeah, you can hear the birds actually quite well in the headphones. I don't know if that's through the headphones or through the audio, but that's sick. If you can hear that in the audio, that's so sick.
You can feel it in the street on a day like this. The heat, it feels like summer.
I can feel it in the air. This evening.
Oh man, I'm excited for today. This is an episode.
How long has it been since we recorded? Over a month, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It was whenever we went to that country bar.
Oh yeah, it's been over a month.
So yeah,
you know what? You know how I had like the scarring on my hand? It just left today.
So that's how we know. That's how we know it's time to record again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm no longer in pain. No,
in that
I can do it again. No.
We're excited we've got a good one for you today. This is one that's long requested that we haven't done.
Oh yeah.
This one is a celebration of something that everyone holds dear to their hearts.
Yes.
Fast food.
Fast food, man.
Everyone loves fast food.
I do think that we should take a moment in just right out the gate, at least, because I know a lot of you don't stick around to the end. Don't think I don't see the stats. I know.
And before you leave, you should subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
That too.
Subscribe.
Call to action.
I winked, but I'm wearing sunglasses. Subscribe.
I want to say thank you.
Yes.
There's been so much support lately. So many new people, and so thank you for showing your wonderful new faces. It's exciting. We don't usually have microphone stands, so I'm getting used to this.
Yeah, so am I. No, it's been great.
It's been so good.
The last one, not the last one that went up. At the time of recording this, the second last one that went up was Top 10 Date Ideas, which we recorded like about a month ago. And while we were recording it, neither of us like this will be the one that is immediately going to pop off.
No,
it is now our most high viewed.
Yeah, and in a substantially low amount of time.
Yeah,
compared to our other
230 views for a channel with only 47 subscribers. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you. It makes every single time we sit down that much more worth it.
Yes. So thank you, and thank you for subscribing when I told you to. And if you didn't, here's your last chance.
It allows me to
lose it.
It allows me to tolerate Nick just a little bit longer.
And it allows me to tolerate Nick just a little bit longer. I'm excited for this one. A lot of people like fast food. I love fast food. You love fast food. It's good to treat yourself, and so we're treating you in this special episode. These are today. We're gonna, in our humble opinions, Jesus, in our humble opinions, we're gonna figure out what the best fast food restaurants is, and every one of these today that we're going to talk about, I feel like they're all good in their own special way. You know,
it's fast 100%.
We all know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah,
you know, we're not going to. I feel like it's so often in the fast food discourse, and I'm sure we've talked about this before on the shows, where it's just like, yeah, but it's garbage for you. It sucks. I hate. We all know that it's bad for you.
Exactly.
So we're just going to celebrate what we like.
That's what we did with sodas.
Yes, that's
this
true.
one's especially bad for you.
Yeah. Although that time, neither of us really, or at least I definitely rarely drink soda, and I don't think you have that many sodas anymore yourselves either. Like we were talking a lot about like 1 through 3. Those are the ones we'll have, but like we just don't have that many.
Which is kind of what my fast food is like. Actually, no, fuck that. That's not right.
Yeah, where it's like I've definitely had my higher up ones more, but like I still like the other ones. It's just if I'm gonna bite the bullet and be like, I'll get some fast food, I'm gonna go to my higher ranked places.
Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Predictions.
Right.
What do you
almost
predict?
Forgot.
I know. I'm
so confident. This is the most confident I've ever been in a prediction for you. I know that
really? You've gotten most of them right.
I have. I think my streak ended on dates. It ended.
Did it? Maybe that's why everybody loved it so much.
Yeah.
Finally, you fucking loses.
I hated that guy. I needed a win by seeing him lose. I know for a fact A&W is in your top 3. It's probably your number 1.
Okay.
But like it's 1,000% in your top 3.
Okay, cool.
There's no shot in hell it's not.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure Wendy's is in your top 3.
Yeah. See, that's
what I'm gonna shoot for.
We've definitely talked about this like offhand before.
Yeah. Well, because it's like if we're not ranking things, we're eating.
Yeah. And talking about our opinions of it. It's actually hilarious how, I don't know if you remember, after we recorded the one with Gabe, the summer, karaoke songs, you should watch that one. That one's hilarious, I think.
Great episode.
I had a great time doing that one.
Shout out Gabe.
We were just listening to music on the balcony. We're just showing each other songs that we either didn't know from the list or that we like had thought about but didn't do. Yeah. And I just remember we got into albums, and you and I just started getting so like how we are on the show. We're just like, I like this one. I literally sat down. I was like, if I had to rank the Kendrick albums, I'm like To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Gabe's just like, always ranking things. I'm like, that's just how we talk.
Yeah, it's the basis of our friendship, man.
Yeah, it's just what we think about things. So I'm excited. I haven't got a Scooby who started last time, so I'm just gonna let you go.
Okay, perfect, cool.
You number 10.
My number 10 because I feel like it needs to be on here because it's like number 1 fast food chain, but I don't really like it. It's McDonald's.
Respectable.
Yeah, I like it only for junior chickens, and that's about it.
Probably the catchiest jingle of all fast food places. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
We're McDonald's. Stand on it. Shit.
I haven't been in so long. I got no idea.
McDonald's, right? Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like scat. No, McDonald's is an essential. It is the. It is the most eaten.
Tis the fastest of foods.
Yeah, it is the fastest of foods.
It's the fastest of foods. The way it runs through me.
There's something like 40,000 locations.
Yeah, although I don't know if this is still true, but McDonald's doesn't have the most chains. Subway does. I don't know if that's still true, but it was true for a long time.
It's McDonald's now.
Oh, but that's recent, right?
I did this research. Yes, it is recent, and they are very close.
McDonald's is a classic. You can't not talk about top 10 fast food places, not bring up McDonald's. When you were a kid, do you remember being a kid and just being like, McDonald's, oh my God.
But it was way better back then.
Yeah, but I do also think that part of it was being a kid, where it's like, there's a play place, I can get a bunch of energy from this burger and sugary everything, and then I can go burn it on the slide.
I was never interested in the play place.
You missed out because now you'll be gate kept. You're not allowed in.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you let? I'm still a kid at heart.
My number 10 is something that is I googled fast food places as I've talked about this before. I'll often
Google things.
Not like really to inform my opinion unless it's something I don't really know about, but it's just like I just
everything that's there. Yeah,
I just need a list of options.
Yeah.
This one came up on that list. This is Canadian only, and I put it at number 10 because I really like it, but it's I put Booster Juice.
Booster Juice is Canadian only?
More or less. I don't think they're in this. I think it's like there's a ton of chains.
Wow,
or there's a ton
I didn't know that.
of them in Canada. I think there's some in other places, but like nowhere near to the extent they are in Canada. They're a smoothie place. If you don't know, they just mainly do smoothies. They have like some food and stuff, but it's basically smoothies.
I started having Booster Juice last year only. It was the first time I had Booster Juice. I love it.
It's really good.
There's like a banana peanut butter one.
We go a lot in grade 12.
I really like. Yeah, that's the kind of place.
Just go and
that feels like a high school type place.
Well, you know what? It was even more high school about it is that we would just be like, "Do you guys want to go get some BJ's for Booster Juice?"
Not for anything else. Not for anything else. Not for anything.
Me and the bros on our way to get some BJ's. You know, it was a great lunch break.
Yeah, dude.
And I didn't know it counted as fast. Well, I wouldn't have counted it as fast food, but seeing on the list, I'm like, I do really like Booster Juice.
Yeah.
But like again, it's just smoothies. I was like, I can't put it above anything else. But like, it's a good smoothie place. I'm always happy every time I went on my lunch break the other day. No regrets.
No regrets?
Yeah. Do you know? Have you seen that tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what's the one in what movie is it? We're the Millers.
Oh.
Where the guy walks in and he's got across his chest, no regrets.
Yeah. And yeah, Jason Sudeikis is just like, not one. Not one regret.
None, huh?
You got none?
That's kind of how I feel about my number 9. Is like the same kind of thing. Is like it's not really fast food. It's fast food, but it's very specialized fast food, and that's why it doesn't really count. And I put it low, and that's Little Caesars. Because I feel like a pizza place needs to go on here.
I had the same thing.
And that's the one that needs to go on there for me.
I don't know if you had the same. I do have a pizza place on here because I had the same logic. Like there has to be a pizza place. That was by far the hardest part of my list was coming up with my pizza place.
I had Papa John's down originally.
So did I, and then I also changed it.
Yes, I really like Papa John's, but I remembered I was like, no, Little Caesars is my favorite at the end of the day.
Because like a lot of people call Little Caesars bad, but it's like they're hot and ready pizzas. Like they're not going to be as good as the ones that they pull right from the oven. And honestly, I've never really had a Little Caesars pizza and been like, oh, that was terrible.
Who was it that was telling me, it was recently, the joke about Little Caesars was, it's hot and
I think it was
ready.
A tweet. I saw that. It's like, oh, but is it good? It's hot and it's ready.
And it's ready. I forget who, somebody was telling me that, like when I was back home this past weekend. It's a Monday today for us.
Yeah,
I was back home
just
this past
another
weekend.
manic Monday.
Yes. Just another Rankin Monday. Rankin
There's a couple dudes ranking around. I like Little Caesars. When the Batman came out in 2022, the movie The Batman, they had a special. It was a bat-shaped calzone, and on a lunch break, I was like, "Oh,
that's sick."
I know, but on my lunch break, we were gonna go see it that night. I'm like, I have to go get the Batman calzone, or what was it? Like, I think it was like, because the movie's called The Batman. I remember it being kind of a clunky name. I think it was. I might have just been calling it the Batman calzone.
Batman's the Batman calzone from the Batman.
Little Caesars the Batman calzone, and then obviously pizza's not meant to be folded in the shape of a bat, but like, hey, it was a fun experience.
It was that time.
Yes. I like Little Caesars.
Dude, me too. That's my favorite. I catch a lot of flack for saying it's my favorite because a lot of people think it's like really greasy, which it is. I'm not going to deny that.
It's not my favorite, but like I would never like if someone was like, "Hey, you cool if we have pizza?" and they like brought out Little Caesars, I wouldn't be like, well, shit.
Yeah,
never
I also
mind.
think it's easiest to qualify that as fast food rather than other pizza places where you're waiting 20-25 minutes for your pizza.
That's true. It is. I had a few things in my head that I was going to put on the list, and I was just like, I don't know if that counts as fast food.
Yeah, no, same. I really like as well. I like it. Pizza, or not pizza. Little Caesars. I don't know why I said pizza. The deep dish. I do like the deep. That was my first. Dish, that was my first deep dish pizza. Yes, me too.
I'm sure it's not as accurate as a more authentic deep dish pizza, but
it is not.
It was. I enjoyed my time with it.
No, it's good
because it's also called the Chicago style pizza, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
And so I remember also in grade 12. I guess I have a lot of fast food adjacent memories from grade 12 of like having to write an essay. And my teacher was like, "And make sure you use Chicago style formatting for your bibliography," which was news to me. I was like, that was like the first time I was like, right, there's not right, because I didn't know, like, oh, there's different ways to do this. And I remember I came up to him and I because I actually wasn't sure what that meant, but I was like, how do I make a deep dish bibliography said bibliography. And then I asked him my real question. Don't worry.
I found out eventually, then immediately forgot.
Yes, that it means the sauce goes on top.
What is your number 9?
My number 9 is also a classic, but again, it's just like I feel like they've kind of broken my heart recently. I've got Tim Hortons at number 9.
Oh, really?
I like Tim's. I do like Tim Hortons, but for me, what was very upsetting recently was the Farmer's Wrap got so much smaller. It used to be like I don't know, like this big, and they cut it in half.
Yeah, it's no good for the same price, man.
Yeah, and it was
the same price.
I know it never fully filled that cardboard thing it used to come in. I know that was like more so like.
Yeah, but you had what, this much space?
Yeah, it was still like a good sized wrap, but now it's so small, and
So
I feel
tiny.
like a lot of fast food places have had that happen. But I was so, especially by this one, I was like, the farmer's wrap was the one thing, the one meal item I could go to Tim's for. Was like I could always. It was my old reliable.
Maybe they're just wrapping it tighter now.
I doubt that because it's just shorter.
I know. It is really, really depressing.
But like I will as a Canadian. As a Canadian, I will always have fond memories of going to Tim Hortons and getting a hot chocolate or a double-double.
I have Tim Hortons on my list later on.
Funny story about the double-doubles. So the double-double, again, for those of you who don't know, is double milk, double cream? Double sugar, double cream? Two milk,
two cream, two sugar.
I think it's two cream, two sugar. And
it's supposed to be sweet, so they use the cream instead of the milk.
I had some family go to the States, and I don't know if it was from an American Tim Hortons, which do exist, and they're much more bakery-like than they are here now, or if it was just a different coffee shop. But they ordered a double-double, and the girl on the intercom at the drive-thru was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah, just 4 double-doubles, please." Like, that's 20 sugar and 20 cream, and it's like, what? In what world does double-double mean 20? First off, a single is 10. 10?
Where did you get that?
The double is already like very sugary. It's great, but it's 2.
Have you heard about the Gretzky?
Oh yeah, I've had it. I've tried it.
Have you?
We had it.
9 and 9.
We ordered it one time right as Tim's was about to close just to try. So we got the really small cup. So it was so cold because most of it was not coffee. It was cream and sugar.
Wow.
But how
was it?
Well, I've got a sick sweet tooth. So I told you about. I did. I told you about how my Blizzard used to be the cotton candy Blizzard at Dairy Queen, which is just sugar.
Yes,
and ice
that's
cream.
right. That's right.
It's not anymore, but it was, and I'm old enough and grown enough to admit that.
Yes.
In this safe space.
It is very safe space.
The wilderness.
Doesn't it feel safe? It feels safe.
Yeah.
I feel safe right now.
Your number.
Popeyes.
Is your number 9?
8.
8. That's still remarkably low, I feel like.
I like Popeyes. Wow, there's just more that I like ahead of Popeyes. And especially because I just haven't had the time to try Popeyes too much.
So you don't love that chicken from Popeyes? You just like that chicken from Popeyes?
Yeah, I just like that chicken from Popeyes.
Like that chicken from Popeyes. Violently neutral to Popeyes. Rather indifferent to Popeyes. I could keep going.
Rather indifferent's pretty good. The thing I like about Popeyes is the platters, okay? Because the platters are kind of cheap. They're like $15, and you get like a ton of shit.
Yeah, I love Popeyes. I could go to Popeyes and just have like a biscuit and be happy. I've done that before.
I don't like biscuits.
You sick fuck. That reminds me, by the way, I completely forgot at the start. I did bring energy drinks like we normally do. Oh. I completely forgot. I walked here today. By the way, I walked to our location. Yes. It was an hour and a half walk, so I did already have mine. And I don't know how cold yours is still going to be. I would also open it away from anything with wires because it was in my backpack for 40 minutes, and it might explode everywhere.
Explode. Okay, well, but, if it explodes, I'll make sure it explodes over here.
Yeah, so I got it because we're rock stars.
Thank you.
And they were the only ones in the fridge.
We are rock stars. Yeah. There's a squirrel up there. Just come into frame, squirrel.
Step right over and watch me put it down. Did you watch Phineas and Ferb?
I did not.
To the M to the P.
I feel like you could have guessed I didn't.
Squirrels in my pants?
I didn't listen.
Have you ever heard Squirrels in my pants, though?
No.
Oh, I gotta show you Squirrels in my pants after this. It was one of the best. This rap group at the park starts singing about because Candace has literal squirrels in her pants, and the way she's dancing, they think it's like slang. Like, that girl's got some serious squirrels in her pants, and it's one of the most iconic Phineas and Ferb songs I think ever. I can't believe you've never heard. They make it into an acronym. The chorus is S to the I to the M to the P, which also spells simp. So I think it had a renaissance around the war when simp came into action. This is crazy to me that you don't know Squirrels in my pants.
I never watch TV, man.
I know, but you've been on the internet. Squirrels.
Yeah, to a degree.
Step right over and watch me put it down.
I grew up on like a dark side of the internet, though.
I'm not like most edgy.
I didn't grow up like I was.
Did you watch like creepypastas and stuff?
Not creepy. I wasn't. Okay. I wasn't that far gone.
Okay, that's good.
No. I still have my sanity, but I grew up with. I guess it's not really the dark side of the internet, but it's more or less like I was really, really into YouTube and everything very early. And so
I watched a lot of Lego Batman stop motion stuff when I was a kid. I watched a lot of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know those were a thing.
Yeah, they're pretty sick when you're 8 and you're like, oh my god, that's Batman and he's Lego. I'm sold.
But yeah, Popeyes. Popeyes, number 8.
I like Popeyes.
Me too. I do like it, and it does. I think on our actual list, it'll probably go a little bit higher. But it's just one of those things I haven't tried. I haven't tried enough to rate it.
Might come up again.
I have a feeling.
My number 8. Again, like you were saying for the last one, it's not really fast food, or like, it's not fast food.
Yeah.
It's fan food, and it's Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, specifically, like, do you remember in like 2020, I want to say, when a bunch of YouTubers were doing tier lists of fast food places?
Yeah.
I felt like everyone scored Dairy Queen so low. And I don't know if maybe there's just like a difference in quality between Dairy Queen in Canada and the States.
Yeah.
I don't get Dairy Queen's food that often, but whenever I do, like,
it's
my only problem with Dairy Queen is just that it's too expensive for me.
Yeah.
That's it. So when I go, I normally, because it's like $7 for a small Blizzard, and like that's a lot.
I want to say something about Dairy Queen. It's my number 7.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, we're right on par pretty much.
Was it also my number 7? Yeah. No, 8. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I started.
thing.
You're right. Yeah.
Where are we
8
at?
and 7.
It's good. I enjoy it. Now, I was just saying I don't get the cotton candy Blizzard anymore. Now I get the strawberry cheesecake is my new Blizzard of choice.
Nice. I go with anything for peanut butter cups. Anything with peanut butter cups, man. Oh yeah.
I do.
Give it to me.
I love peanut butter. I absolutely love peanut butter. If we ever did top 10 things just in general, I would include peanut butter.
Top 10 things in general.
Yeah. However, I don't love peanuts really, or like the peanut flavor in like ice cream.
That's fair.
I especially don't like nuts in general. I don't really like toppings on my ice cream, which is why I didn't go to Dairy Queen for the longest time. But now, again, it's my sweet tooth.
Just keep spinning towards you.
It's my own fault.
Some of them do that. Some of them.
It's my own fault because I'm like using the bridge as an armrest.
Yeah.
It's my own undoing. But I like Dairy Queen. It's good.
It is good. It's ridiculously good. They have good food. They have good ice cream. Good vibes.
Yeah.
Plus, they got Orange Julius. Orange Julius is good, man.
Yeah, man. I will admit, I don't love their slushies because I feel like they run out of the juice really quickly.
Yeah,
but I think that's the problem with most slushies. I don't think that's Dairy Queen specific.
No.
But the Orange Julius drinks are incredible.
They're underrated, man. I hear nobody ever talk about Orange Julius.
Fun story about Dairy Queen. When I was a kid and was playing baseball, I had a year where my team was sponsored by Dairy Queen, and
that's right.
I think I told you this, but for you at home, when you're a kid and you're playing house league baseball, there's 2 tournaments, like one in the middle and one at the end. And in the middle one, our team came in 4th out of 4 teams. And Dairy Queen did, like, they sent people from Dairy Queen. I'm sure not like HQ, but just like our local Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
To just bring us like the what are they called? Like they're like a circle and they're like covered dilly bars. I think that's what they're called. Something like that.
It sounds right.
They brought that for us, which was super nice. Even though we got last place, then the second tournament we got last place again, and Dairy Queen did not come. We upset the Queen, but now I've become a self-appointed Cooke.
So are we going to send someone out to that tournament? You know how they did last time.
Yeah, no, we can't reward this kind of behavior.
Nuh-uh. You know how many dilly bars we lost money on?
They've upset the Queen. No ice cream for them.
Every time I think of a dilly bar, now this is a deep cut, all right? Wild a deep cut. We have a drive-in theater back home called the Muskoka Drive-In Theater. It's old as dirt, okay? And they play a lot of old advertisements.
Took my sunglasses off. It's still too bright for my eyes.
Ones that are potentially like from the 60s or 50s. Like old advertisements. And one that came up a lot when I was younger was called Chili Dilly. It was a Chili Dilly. And so you'd go to the shop, you know how at drive-ins they have a little store, the concession. And you go and you get yourself a Chili Dilly. And it's just a cold pickle.
That's incredible. Chili Dilly.
Chili Dilly.
Dude, but if your name's Dylan and you're looking for an Instagram handle,
oh my
Chili
God.
Dilly.
Chili Dilly.
With a pickle as your profile picture.
If someone changes their Instagram to that, we'll I don't know, send you a pickle.
Yeah.
We can afford that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things within budget.
It'd probably go bad. Maybe we'll just like DM you a pickle emoji, because like that won't expire.
Yeah.
Pickle might not last in the mail.
I'd still try sending a pickle.
Yeah, but via carrier pigeon. Don't you fucking eat it, dude. Don't you... I know you want to.
Let me tell you. He shows up with a stuffed pickle. Yeah, this is what they sent, I swear.
So it's my number 7
your number 7
because you said your number 7 is also is Dairy Queen. My number 7 is McDonald's. We already talked about McDonald's, but I again, McDonald's, you can't have the list and not talk about McDonald's. I think McDonald's is the kind of thing where it's like, as I've grown older, I've moved away from.
Yes.
It's clear that McDonald's is kind of angled towards kids, and that's fine.
Yep.
Again, they have the play place, you know? They have
Not necessarily as much anymore, though. Like, they're starting to try and compete with, like, Starbucks and stuff.
No, that's true. And I like McDonald's coffee. I love their breakfast menu. I normally now when I go to McDonald's, I get a breakfast item. It's just like, you know, it's... McDonald's, if nothing else, it's consistent, damn it. And so it's like, I know, like, it's just, you know, in small towns too, is that like McDonald's is one of the only things that is open 24 hours. So like, you and your buddies hop in the car, you go to McDick's and get some burgers.
I was saying I was at McDonald's yesterday, and I was saying the McDonald's arc of slowly turning into a sit-down restaurant is hilarious to me.
A lot of fast food restaurants have gone through that. You ever see like a Taco Bell that's like an old Taco Bell building that's gotten like repurposed, and so they still have like the big roof. It might not be Taco Bell, but I'm pretty sure.
It's because everything's getting so much more expensive, and I feel like the only way that they can be like, oh, it's more expensive, is because you're like, oh, you're sitting down. Because now at McDonald's you can get table service.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
You go up to the kiosks and you go, "Yep, I want to eat
table, please."
And then you click on the like table service button when you're done. You punch in the number of the table you're sitting at, and you go and you sit down, and they bring it to you.
Also, have you ever heard Rock and Roll McDonald's? Shit slaps. Rock and Roll McDonald's.
I have not.
God damn it, man.
I'm trying so hard, man.
You don't. Where did you grow up? I know, actually, I feel like most episodes where we've talked about, when it comes to like...
There's a highway behind us.
Perhaps, yeah. I might have lied when I said we're out in the wilderness. But
it's as wilderness as Toronto gets. Like, really.
We're still in the city. I've already done so many songs this episode, and we're on
City of Trina.
McDonald's, man, it's all reliable. I like
it. Is
I like McDonald's, but like I don't ever feel good about going to McDonald's.
No, I always feel like garbage afterwards.
But like, yeah, like I've been to McDonald's many a time before, and I'll probably go many a time again.
Yeah.
Number 7 just felt right.
Yeah.
You're number 6.
This is where I have Tim Hortons, which we've already talked about as well. Yeah. And the reason Tim Hortons is this low on my list, it used to be one of my favorites, is again because of the disappointing direction that it's going in. Yeah, it's going in a disappointing direction.
I miss when Roll Up the Rim was on the cup.
It's also more expensive than it has been, or it's more expensive than it has been ever, obviously, like everything else. But it's more expensive than a lot of other fast food places.
Do you remember, like, I don't even know if, like, do you remember why they made Roll Up the Rim be on the app? COVID. I don't like when... Oh, that makes sense.
It was COVID.
That does make sense. I was trying to remember...
So that you could do it through the phone.
Yeah, it's like, there was a reason. Because at first I was going to say it wasn't environmental reasons. So it's like, no, that doesn't change. You're still making the cups. Just now they don't have that thing on them.
Yeah, and also the cups are, like, relatively better for the environment than a lot of other cups out there. They're paper-ish. So paper some of it probably...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's papier.
I like Tim's. I do. Getting Timbits is still always like a classic thing, you know, like at work sometimes in the break room, someone just had brought a box of Timbits, and it's like
I used to bring donuts in sometimes for people at work.
Yeah, like I don't dislike Tim's. I just feel like they've let me down, you know?
Yeah. No, they're definitely. I think they're letting everybody down. However,
I want to be won back. Win me back. Make the farmers rap
still
bigger.
Love a good ice cap.
Yes, I love a good ice cap. I love their cinnamon rolls with like the white frosting.
You know what I really like from them right now? The sparkling quenchers.
I don't like the quenchers.
Really?
Believe it or not, they're too sweet for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got an even mega sweet tooth.
Maybe
because I love those.
Maybe it
things.
eclipses mine, and that's why I've had so many ones before that have been like, oh, you're Blizzard and what have you. And
they fill the entire thing up with ice though, which I don't like. So you have to order it no ice.
I miss the smoothies. I think the quenchers replaced the smoothies, so I kind of I have a vendetta against the quenchers, dude. You will never quench my thirst.
The drink I like more there, though, is the frozen lemonades.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, those are classic.
Aren't they gone though?
No, they're
the grilled
not.
cheese is gone.
Yeah, grilled cheese is gone, which kind of sucks. Frozen lemonades, though, I had one the other day.
Fly high to that panini press in the sky, even though they're grilled, not panini pressed. Although I feel like any grilled cheese would be better if it was panini pressed.
I think those were definitely panini pressed.
I think
Tim's
is
thin
was.
Those came?
Yeah, I think Tim's did.
Like,
that's true.
You're looking at it like, is there cheese on there? Or is this grilled bread?
Actually, tell me if you can relate to this, because I can think of a few friends back throughout my life who definitely has a story like this. I do feel like Tim's is the only fast food restaurant where I've gone to order something and they're just like, we don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've really had that anywhere else where it's like, oh, sorry, it's gone.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Cycling through is weird.
There's a fire truck. I don't know if it's going to be really loud on the thing or not.
I don't think it's going to be loud on the thing, but it's definitely audible.
Top 10 sirens.
It's definitely at the front of my house. Oh, it's definitely my house. No.
Yeah. It's like crackling and
So yeah, Tim Hortons is my number 6. Give me your Seath.
My number 6 is my pizza place that I picked. I had a real back and forth about this. Because again, I feel like I hear a lot of people bash on a lot of these pizza places that I honestly don't mind. But for me, I was sitting there and I was like, I had Papa John's written down. I was like, I don't know. Like, Papa John's is really new to me in my pizza repertoire.
Yeah.
So I went with, I don't even know if this is like a chain outside of Canada. I don't know too much about it, but I know the one, whenever I go to this place, I'm always like, I should go here more. I wrote down Geno's.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
What did you think I was going to say?
I fuck with Geno's. I was really hoping you didn't say Domino's. I'm an avid Domino's hater.
I like Domino's.
I know you do.
I consider Domino's.
I know you do like Domino's. Geno's, I fuck with on a
every time I go to
reliable
Geno's, I'm always
basis.
just like, man, that is so good. I need to go here more.
From there.
Panzerotti, hot body,
calzones,
body yaddy.
I usually get them. Actually, the first meal that I ever had in this apartment that I'm in now.
This is empty.
Was a Geno's calzone with my buddy Logan. I had moved in that night. I had literally just a couch.
I think the first meal I had in my apartment was pizza, but I think it was homemade pizza. I don't remember.
No, we bought it. We ordered it because I hadn't gotten groceries.
It wasn't made in the home.
I didn't get groceries for like 3 days.
It wasn't made in the home, I don't think. I just think it was ate in the home where I ate it. It was not made in the same home it was ate in.
Gotcha.
So okay, let me break this down. The pizza was homemade, but not in the apartment. It was homemade and then transported to the apartment to in which I ate it.
Cool. You know what I caught a lot of flack for the other day? Not microwaving my pizza out of the fridge.
I don't do that all the time. I do it sometimes, but like I normally, if I'm gonna reheat,
cold.
Yeah, pizza is one of the best things to have cold the next day. A lot of fast food places, I think if you don't eat it then, it's not gonna be good.
It's
after
different. It's a different flavor altogether. I'll give you that 100%, but it's great still. Yeah. You're just eating something different. Just cold pizza versus hot pizza is like almost a different food.
If I do reheat it, I'll do it in like the toaster oven or the air fryer or even the oven for pizza sometimes, just so it gets crispy again. Yeah. Even though I do typically like my pizzas softer, like frozen pizzas are the best for that kind of zaw, dude.
Yeah.
That kind of pizza, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. Gino, he's cracked the code.
Gino, hook me up with one of those fire calzones, dude.
All my Genos with my fucking bros. Can I get a large pie?
Gino, my guy.
What's up, bros? Late
Give me
night,
the extra large.
Come home.
Pep.
Geno's on the phone. All the Zaw things.
Yeah. All those calzones. My number 5 is Taco Bell. I know you like Taco Bell.
Yes.
I know you enjoy Taco Bell. A lot of people don't because it does not agree with people. But I like Taco Bell.
I think I just need my eyes to adjust.
Yeah.
I have that.
To be fair, the sun is over there.
The sun is over there, and also I heard that people with blue eyes are much more sensitive to light than other people, and I've got blue eyes.
They are.
Even though they're more gray, I think.
I did learn that. Someone said that to me one day. It was like really hot out.
What color are your eyes? Are they also
they're
blue?
Like greenish bluish.
Oh, okay.
They were really blue as a kid.
I describe mine as bluish gray. I think I've got like kind of washed out. Like I've
like a wash blue, like a light blue.
I would still say it's more like gray. I very rarely have had people say like, "Wow, you have such blue eyes." I think it's like because like in the summer I think they get bluer. I might be making that up. Most of the time I'm just like honestly I'm just like my eyes are gray.
No, I had somebody because a lot of people say that I have blue eyes. So yeah, a lot of people will say that I have blue eyes. There's a little bit of a green hint there, so I think they're more blue than they are green. But
the fuck were
I
we
had
talking
someone
about?
say that to me one day, where it was really sunny out, and she was like, "Wow, it's really sunny out. I don't know how you guys with blue eyes do it." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. It's, you know...
She explained it to me, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that in the slightest.
Yeah, no. It's actually not that crazy, but I do think... I think about that every time I'm walking somewhere in the sun, and I'm, like, constantly like this. Sometimes I just have one eye fully closed.
I actually haven't thought about it since that conversation, which was probably over a year ago.
I think too many weird things just stick around in my head.
Yes.
I think that's one of them. Where it's
that's why rankings is so good.
Yeah, times tables and stuff. You know, like, it took me forever to memorize my own phone number. I was always like,
really?
I don't call me. Why do I need to know my number?
You know what? I never thought about that. I always thought I was like, how do you not know your own phone number with a lot of people?
I had my home number down. I had my parents' numbers down, but I didn't have my phone number down because I only ever needed it and was like, oh shit, I need my phone number. And I just pull it up in my settings. I don't have my phone on me.
The reason I know mine so well.
Not that I was going to give out my phone number. But
yeah, every look.
Yeah.
The reason I know mine so well is because it's one number off of my mother's.
I know mine so well because it's one number.
Yeah. And then my sister's is two numbers off of my mother and I's.
My parents have the same thing where there is one number difference, and then me and my brother have a one number difference. That being said, don't know my brother's phone number. I have a contact. I don't need to. I type in his name and I click dial.
Yeah, I know that.
And then it does it for me.
Because of driving everywhere all the time and getting phone calls, it usually throw the number up on the screen. I started to slowly memorize friends' phone numbers and stuff too.
That makes sense.
So like I know my buddy Logan's phone number pretty much by like I don't know it off the top of my head, but if I saw it, I'd be like, yep, there's Logan. And so I have that with a lot of people.
That's true. I think I have impressions of numbers where it's like I see the number, I'm like, oh, I think that's you.
Yes.
But I don't know it for a fact.
Yeah. Makes me more comfortable in answering the phone call.
Yeah.
Anyways, Taco Bell.
Right. That's what I was like, I have no idea which one. I was like, is it my turn?
No, it's a day of tangents, especially because like we haven't seen each other either in like what, like two weeks?
Yeah.
2-3 weeks?
Not really. Because like we went out the other night, but that was a very it felt,
I guess that was only like a week ago.
About a week ago.
Jesus. Dude, the time is so odd. Yeah, Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, and what do I like from Taco Bell? What do I get from Taco Bell? I like... first of all, Taco Bell is very cheap, and that's why I like it.
Yes.
Baja Blast Taco Bell is... The Baja Blast at Taco Bell is the best version of the Baja Blast.
It's like McDonald's Sprite,
yep.
You know?
Yep, they have the better one. Or McDonald's also has better orange Fruitopia than anybody else as well.
I don't know that my McDonald's back home has orange. I think it's just red Fruitopia.
Really?
But we get that... You get the Sprite and Fruitopia?
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking gnarly, dude.
Pretty fire.
I love Taco Bell, and again,
what is your Taco Bell order?
My Taco Bell order, I will.
Divulge later.
Okay. I was like, oh no, fuck it, I'll do it. But
okay, yeah, well, you divulge when you get to yours, because as I said, I'm pretty sure Taco Bell was my prediction for you, wasn't it?
No.
No?
No, you said Wendy's.
Right. Same thing.
Taco Bell also would have been a pretty safe bet, though.
It would have
allegedly. My number 5 is A&W. I do like A&W. A&W for me is also apparently there's a huge difference between Canadian and American A&W. I've heard. In terms of
yes, they're two different companies. So A&W was originally invented in Canada. It's a Canadian brand.
That's where the A comes from.
So it's just called A&W here in the States.
Yeah, it's spelled E-H.
Yeah, A&W.
Oh, it's Canadian. The Canadian A&W, eh?
A. The one in the States is A&W companies, or A&W restaurants. Limited, I think. I think they have a limited at the end of that too, but you don't read that part.
Are they like finance brokers or something? A&W, I already forgot what you said.
There's a limited amount of restaurants.
I like
A&W's restaurants limited.
I like, again, A&W root beer, believe it or not, from A&W. Always slaps.
Dude, that is the best root beer on the market.
They're really good burgers, but yeah, it's too expensive. That's like if I want to get a burger, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But again, I like A&W. And like when you go to sit down in the restaurant, they give you like the big The big glass for the
frosty
root beer.
mug.
Yeah.
They keep it in the fridge for you.
Frosty mug sounds like a backhanded compliment to someone's face. Dude, Kyle's got a fucking frosty mug.
That's
dude.
a frosty mug.
That sounds like code for like he's got like he did coke and it's like still like apparent. Like maybe his nose is bleeding or there's still like powder on his face. Like, dude, he's got a frosty mug.
Kyle just came out of the washroom, man.
Bro, he's got a frosty mug. I saw this
I
thing.
didn't know bro was into that kind of shit, man. I don't know how I feel about Kyle now, man.
Intervention.
Mug's a little too frosty, man.
I don't remember where I saw this, but someone was talking about because like it wasn't the hockey team, the Coyotes. They're moving to Utah from Arizona.
What?
I think that's right.
I didn't know about that.
Yes, they got bought.
Really?
And they're doing a poll, or they did a poll. I don't know. I don't follow it that closely because they're not my team.
That being said, we are going to watch tonight. We're watching the hockey game tonight.
Yes,
because it is tonight on the night of us recording this. You'll know what happened, but we currently do not know what happened.
Oilers
in the Stanley
and Panthers,
Cup Finals.
Game 7.
It's game 7.
Yeah,
3-3 right now. Whoever wins this takes the cup.
Oh shit! Yeah, right. I don't know why I thought there would be 8. That makes sense. My dumb brain don't work good. Yeah, no, I lost my train of thought, but A&W is good. A&W is good. I like A&W.
Yeah.
Although I always feel weird when I go in their order, like, can I get a Papa burger? Can I get a Mama burger, please?
we definitely will talk about A&W later.
I'm sure.
As I'm sure you know. However, I
right
will
now
say
we kind of dabbled in the A. Later we'll get to the W.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see where the whole thing comes together.
What I will say about A&W right now though is you're right. They do have the best root beer, and as we remember, sodas was mine. Our root beer was my number 1 soda on my list as well. And
yes,
so my number 1 of that is root beer.
Yes, we talked about that. Do you remember how mine was not, or like the okay?
You said you liked mug better, right?
Yeah. Although I haven't had both in a while. I
can respect mug though.
Yeah,
you know,
I
at
like
least
mug.
you didn't pull up with some like.
I think it's sweeter.
And
I think that's probably why I like it.
I really like Hamilton Springs. Like,
I don't even know that one.
It's not real.
Oh.
That's why like
Dad's root beer. Have you ever had Dad's root beer? That one's pretty good.
It is good.
And
I think Stewart's does one too. Do you know like what I mean by Stewart's Soda
Griffin?
Company?
Excellent.
Stewie. I wish I could do a Stewie voice, man.
I can't.
That was good though. That's better than I can do. I'll tell you that.
It was. If that might have been better than you could do, maybe, but it definitely was not good.
That was very, very close to the early versions of Stewie. That was good.
The mind-controlling device is nearing completion. That was the terrible, but that's how that was his cadence. I think I have his.
Yes.
But like I can't do that. Not that I can do any British accent, but I definitely can't do that one.
I think you can do a British accent. We were doing Ringo Starr right before.
That's true.
Before we got on the show.
That's true. I saw a TikTok where someone was like, every American or every non-British person that does a British accent, they always get the word daughter wrong because they say like daughter, but it's daughter, something like that. Daughter.
Daughter.
It's not. It's not
Scottish.
daughter. It's daughter. I think
daughter.
Daughter. It's got more of a than a ah. Daughter.
Hold the door. Daughter. Hold door. Hold the door.
I haven't even seen Game
that
of
was your
Thrones,
5, right?
No, yes.
So that means it's my 4?
Yes.
Okay. Wendy's. Yeah.
I like Wendy's.
So do I. Wendy's has got unequivocally
Wendy's nuts.
some of the best burgers. As you said, A&W has... so I think A&W has the best burgers of any fast food place. Wendy's is a very close second.
I'm hearing you. I am.
You're not agreeing, but you're hearing me, which is okay. That's fine. Because I'm ready to hear when you got Wendy's popping up.
Then I will go to my number 4, which is Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. My order from Taco Bell is I like to get like 2 Crunch Wraps.
Yeah.
And I don't really
Wraps
drink
are
pop
good.
anymore, so I don't typically get a Baja Blast. Although
Yep.
I always leave and I'm like, fuck, I should have got one.
Because they're so cold and so good from just straight from Taco Bell.
For me, it's just a me thing where I'm just like, it's too many calories. My body likes to hold on to calories, doesn't burn them. So I'm like, I'm already having 2 Crunch Wraps. I can't also have a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
But I love Crunch Wraps. I love Taco Bell. It's so good. I love melted cheese. That's like I'm like I have a guilty pleasure of mine is like melted American cheese. I know it's shit. I know it's like the real cheeses are better, but goddamn, sometimes I just like that.
That's a guilty pleasure of mine as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Dude, it's the best for grilled cheese.
Yes.
That is the best way to have a grilled
I think
cheese
it's good
with
for
shitty
breakfast
plastic
sandwiches,
American cheese.
too.
Yep, I would agree with that. I don't know which one.
It's the best for if you're having cheese where you're putting cheese on it and it's being melted. So not like pizza, where it's like kind of more of an. Because in these circumstances that we're talking about, cheese is more of like a topping than part. Like more or less, because there's a burger and there's a cheeseburger. You know, not every wrap or taco necessarily needs cheese, but I feel like if cheese is being melted, I feel like it's normally really good if it's like that plasticky American cheese.
That's what I like about Wendy's specifically. Is one of my go-to orders, man. One of my go-to orders at Wendy's, cheesy cheddar burger. Dude, they're small, but it's just American cheese and then also American liquid cheese. That is all it is. And I went through the drive-thru one time and ordered 9. 9 of them. I went through all of them.
That sounds like a good night.
Dude, it was not a night. That was lunch. That was dude. I was in the next town over, and I was with some of my buddies, and I was like, you guys got to try these. And I ordered them all, and then like they took a bite of theirs, and they're like, not for me, man. And I was like, cool, more for me, dude. And I ate them all.
I was looking at it, I was like, maybe I'm cheesy cheddar. How many of these do I eat before I become the cheesy cheddar burger?
I was talking with my friend Logan, and we're both so excited. There's a new place that we were looking at. I'm moving in with him, and the place we were looking at is right down the road from Wendy's. And I was like, oh yeah.
And the Baconator.
Yeah, it's a good burger. Good burger.
It's a good burger. I do like that their patties are square, but I have nothing to back up why. I just do.
So I saw a.
I was a big fan of Minecraft as a kid, and so the square patties are pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. How much dedicated wham do you need for a square patty?
For a square burger.
Well, I saw something inside of a Wendy's. They had a framed photo of a square patty.
They had a framed square patty.
It was framed in a patty.
Yeah, and it was covered in mold. And they were doing it at the show that it's real. Did you see the Burger King ad that they did a while back where there was a side by side? It was a McDonald's burger, I think.
Okay.
I think. And a Burger King burger, and they showed the Burger King burger getting... there might not have been a McDonald's one, but I know for a fact there was a Burger King burger that they showed a time-lapse of it getting all moldy and gross. And it was like, that's because it's real. But then I think it backfired, and everyone's just like, gross. Now I look at your burger, and I think of mold.
Yeah. They're like, that dude... somebody cross-references it or slows it down, figures out how long it actually took, and it's just like a day. Just time-lapse over the course of a day, and it
4
melts
hours.
down. Yeah,
it's like, dude, if your brag about your food is like, hey, it expires, like all food should, that's not a brag.
Nah. And why show it?
Yeah, I don't want to see that. It's like, I don't want to know how sausage is made. I just want it on my breakfast everything.
But anyways, there was a frame photo of a square, just a square, and then there was a circle inside of the square, and there was arrows on each corner of the square, and it said, "We don't cut off these parts."
We don't.
So
okay.
Apparently,
I feel like you are misremembering it because I feel so positive that what it probably said was, "We don't cut corners."
Yes. You're right. You're right.
It was right there.
You're right.
We don't cut these off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Never seen it. So positive you're wrong.
I think it might have said that. But it had arrows to all of them, and I was like, oh, is that?
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, which also made me think about if that is actually how a lot of burgers are made for a lot of other places, how much waste
That's true.
is being produced.
Or do you think they take all the corners and they make a new patty? Frankenburger.
I'd like to think they could, but I think it's so
It's so sad
so
how much
filled
how
with
all the
plastic.
food gets thrown out at
That's why I like
the
Too
end of
Good
a
to Go.
shift. Yeah.
That's why I love Too Good to Go.
I still haven't used it, but I do plan to at some point. And other thing about Taco Bell, because I think that was the one that we were on, was my number 4 Taco Bell.
Too Good to Go sponsor us, because that would have been a great segue.
Yes, if and then some guy comes back here and goes, I have your Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly.
I could absolutely fucking destroy a Crunchwrap. Combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut. Also, that slaps.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't had Pizza Hut enough. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. I don't remember.
I saw a video about why that was a thing. I don't know why. It's been going around a lot lately.
There used to be one in my hometown, and then it got replaced by a different restaurant. And
there wasn't one in a town just south of me. There was one. And I say just south. It was a half-hour drive. But
just south.
Yeah, just right there.
Hop, skip, and a 30-minute car ride away.
Mm-hmm.
Do not forget the hop and the skip, though. Otherwise, you will never get there. It's like Hogwarts in that way. It's like you do kind of need to, or Sesame Street.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just like left here, right at the lights, Sesame Street. There's something you got to do to get there. You know.
Exactly.
I don't know how though. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Yeah, you take the subway. That's my number 3.
No way, dude. No way.
Is that your number 3?
No, I thought so, but I was wrong.
Hey, you've got Subway even higher. I want to change my prediction.
Norway, dude. Norway.
Subway is so great. So great.
I like Subway too. I know the yoga mat bread thing. I know the tuna's not real. I've always said, if you the people who were complaining about the Subway tuna, if you went to Subway and got tuna, I'm sorry, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
I like tuna sandwiches. I think I don't know that actually. Maybe I haven't had one in a while, so maybe I don't. I don't think I'm a picky eater.
My only beef with Subway is just
beef.
You. You and them.
Me and you
and the criticism
and me?
of my goddamn Subway order. That is the only.
I edited that clip. If you couldn't tell already, the one of me trash. It is a crazy sandwich. So.
It's a great sandwich.
I still stand by that.
We still have to go do that.
Yeah, I have to try your sandwich.
Yeah.
It's just I don't understand how it's like 40% olives.
We have to.
I have such a way better.
You guys can tell us if you want this, but we want to do an episode where we go and we try each other's Subway order.
Yeah.
And so if that's something you'd like to see, leave a thumbs up.
Yeah, just like a quick little something video.
Leave a comment that says, "Hey, dickwad, I hate your video," and then we'll know.
Yeah. Fucking hate you and your stupid show. Then we'll know that you want us to try Subway sandwiches.
Delete your YouTube account.
One tagline I wrote for the I think it's in the bio on the Instagram that I want to work into more stuff is we rank things and everyone gets upset, including ourselves. I like that. Yeah, your Subway order is crazy. It is actually crazy.
Sorry, I just had a thought. This does relate to fast food, and I don't know why I had this thought, but I've got a great story that happened this weekend actually. So this weekend,
I ordered a burger and I ate the burger.
Yeah, it was fast food.
Yeah, I did it rather quickly.
My buddy Jake came home as well, and so I got to see Jake. And he stayed at my place the one night, and so when I woke up, I went downstairs in the morning, and he was hanging out. He was chilling with my mom. My mom and him were making breakfast actually, because a whole bunch of my family was coming over as well.
Just gonna fuck your mom.
I know that somebody was going to make the joke, so I'd rather the joke get made on the show than in the comment section.
It hurts more coming from them.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you know?
So they were making breakfast, and I got downstairs and I was talking to them, and Jake was like, "Somebody used my Domino's account last night. They didn't get my credit card. They got my Domino's account, and they used all of my Domino's points and ordered a pizza in Burnaby, BC."
Burnaby, BC.
And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I had 60 points. They used 50 of them.
Oh.
I'm like,
tell him I'm sorry. That
dude,
sucks.
It was. Oh, I didn't
even know Domino's had a point system, but like, still, I feel like
funny. It's so funny to me. Look, who hacks into a Domino's account, and then the guy changed the name on it too. He changed the name of the Domino's account
to his name,
to his own name.
It was Papa John.
Yeah. Yeah, the first name just who the fuck is named Papa?
His name was Rico. He wore a diamond, and he hacked my fucking account.
He lives in Burnaby, BC.
That is where I want to be, because there's my pizza that he has stolen.
Anyways, I don't know why Subway reminded me of that.
When I finally got my pizza, I found my crust was cold at the Burnaby
Domino's.
Oh.
Damn. Missed opportunity. But yes, my number 3 is Subway. I very much like Subway. Subway is just there's so much you can do with Subway, man. It is
be creative.
Eat fresh, refresh.
Did you ever see the Valentine's campaign that was satisfy your Valentine with a foot long? That's what the poster said.
I did see that. Yeah.
Which is
I like what corporations can get away with.
Yeah. Well,
and how much we can't.
Regards.
Yeah.
My number 3, which I thought was going to be Subway, but I was wrong. My number 3 is Popeyes.
Oh, cool. Okay, I kind of figured. I think I know what the rest of yours are then.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like you can't guess one of my next 2.
There's only 2 left.
Yeah. I feel like you can't guess one of them. I feel like you have no fucking clue.
I feel like I'll get there. I'm gonna guess before you say it. But I think my favorite thing fast food wise is chicken. I think that's my favorite, and that's like recently, and I'll get into this in a bit.
Yeah.
I've switched up. Like, I have 2 subs that I go back and forth between at Subway.
Yeah.
My normal one is a ham and Swiss on Italian herbs and cheese, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, honey mustard, and chipotle, toasted. And now I've had like the chicken teriyaki a little bit more.
Okay.
I did that at the end of grade 12. Grade 12 in fast food for me. I didn't realize I had so many connections there, but I guess it makes sense. You're in high school.
It does. I had a lot as well. Yeah, I ate mostly fast food in grade 12.
But when I graduated, I was like, I'm gonna get a new sandwich. And I tried that one. It's like I do like chicken, although I still normally get my old reliable. But sometimes when I feel like mixing it up, and it's not really mixing it up if it's the only other one I get.
Yeah.
But
mixing it up is not getting flatbread. me mixing it up is toasting my flatbread.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing from the jump. I promise you, your sandwich will only improve if you toast it.
I've had it toast before. It's not as good.
I just no. Just feel like you're wrong. Popeyes.
I've tried I've toasted the olives. It doesn't work.
we had a Popeyes back home that opened. There was this one spot that kept cycling through places. They just kept closing for whatever reason. It was a Wild Wings at one point, I think, and then
nice.
And then it became a Popeyes, and the Popeyes has stayed for years.
I saw a Wild Wing on my way back to Toronto today. There was actually just a garage, like in the middle of a field.
That's where I want my wings.
And a huge Wild Wing sign, garage in the middle of the field.
I trust that man with my life.
The garage looked like shit. Looked like completely torn. Like
because the attention's focused on the wings.
Exactly. Should be torn down. Like was definitely a safety hazard. The Wild Wing sign, brand new.
Jesse,
brand new.
We need to cook, Jesse. These wings need to be fried and battered.
But it was just so funny because a brand new blue sign on this gray, deteriorating garage.
Popeyes, I love their chicken. I normally get a sandwich. I normally get a biscuit. That's about it normally. I love their biscuits. It's good with some iced tea. I think I mentioned in a past one, I don't remember when, but I was like, Popeyes is the kind of fast food that I like with the American iced tea where it's just like cold tea. That they go good together. Love
I've
their
never
sauce.
liked American iced tea.
A lot of people like their fries. I'm not a big French fries guy, so I don't love them, but I think that's a me problem, not a them problem. I'm always happy to go to Popeyes, but it's another one too where afterwards I normally feel like kind of full and gross, but I think that's just like what happens to everyone with age and fast food.
With fast food, No, 100%.
I like Popeyes. I don't think I've ever had Popeyes and been like, that was bad. I also just love how fucking simple their chicken sandwiches. Chicken, like mayo and pickles. And it's like, all right, here you go. It's like, that's incredible.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. That is a very simple chicken sandwich, and it's good. And you can put whatever else you want on it.
Yeah, and I would say that I love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You're number 2. Oh, wait, no, I was going to guess
what do you think it's going to be, yeah. Because you know my number 1 is at this point.
Your number 1 is going to be A&W.
You know.
Your number 2.
And your number 1 is going to be Wendy's too, isn't it?
Perchance.
Yeah.
Your number 2.
We know each other. Look at that. We know each other when it comes to food, at least.
Yes, yeah. I feel like that's probably the thing we've talked about the most is like food.
Which is insane to me.
Food and maybe video games. Maybe.
Food, video games, mental illness.
Yeah. So stay tuned for top 10 mental illnesses.
Yeah.
Just
people sitting there like, I don't know. I thought mine was higher.
Can you give me a category? Give me a broad category so that way it's not like...
I don't know if I can give you a broad category because the category itself isn't very broad.
Okay, I fucking stab in the dark, Pita Pit. Weird stab in the dark.
Good guess. Did you know Pita Pit is fully Canadian?
No.
It is.
Did they take like an ancestry test?
They did. Yeah, 23andMe actually. They're like, I'm 1% North African.
Don't Google 23andMe. I feel like you might get something else.
Chick-fil-A.
I sat there. The first thing I thought of when I went, if you play back earlier when you said you won't be able to guess my number 2, and I sat there and I went like this, I thought of Chick-fil-A, and then I went, I don't know if I've ever heard him talk about Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A. I think I like Popeyes more. And I love
Chick-fil-A just because of the sauce, and that's what makes it better.
They do have good sauce. So you get where I'm coming from, where like chicken fast food thing is one of the, and you're saying even at McDonald's you get the chicken.
There's not much selection.
I don't know if I like mint on my chicken, but
there's not much selection at a Chick-fil-A. But I like that.
No, sometimes you don't want to get overwhelmed by choice. I feel like that's the reason why Tim's is constantly cycling through stuff. Is that there's like, I don't get why every fast food restaurant now, I'm like, I know why. You get more of a market. You get bigger market. You get more people if you have more things. But like, I just like to be like, McDonald's is burger joint. Taco Bell is taco place. Tim's is like kind of cafe style. I'm cool with the sandwiches. I was cool with the wedges. I was like, that's a cool way for them to do fries. I don't even think they have the wedges anymore. The pizza is like,
you're right. They don't have them anymore.
You can put it on. You can make it like be like a flatbread pizza, whatever it is.
I like the flatbreads. I gotta say, I've tried them. I like them. They're not the greatest out there. And if I was ordering a pizza, I'm not gonna be like, I was gonna say, like, can we get a pizza from Tim's?
You probably ordered it because it was new.
Yes, that's why.
Do you think you're ever gonna order it again?
I've ordered it a few times since.
Fuck. Fuck, my point, dude. You ruined it.
But I've ordered it a few times since because I'm just like, still because it's new. There's a few flavors to try as well.
That's
so
true.
I kind of cycled through them. And it was also just like, this is a new thing. This is still kind of fire. And then within the next few months, I can see myself being like, I'll never fucking eat that again.
I think my aunt calls Chick-fil-A Chick-a-filla.
Chick-affiliated? I'm not chick-affiliated.
A chick-a-philia. And that's a reference to chicken. Get your mind out of the gutter. Gutter, I hardly know her. My number 2. I've decided you're done. No, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Chick-fil-A? I'm awful. My number 2 is Subway.
Cool.
I like Subway. I know Subway. I know all the things about Subway, but damn, I just enjoy my sandwich from there.
Yeah, man. So do I.
You go to Subway, you have your thing you get, and you get it, and it's good.
It is.
You get it while the getting's good.
Exactly.
And the cookies
people
are good.
don't make fun of you for it, and it's enjoyable.
And the cookies are good. And the cookies are really good. They were the first place in my hometown.
Cookies are so good.
Yeah, I love a soft cookie.
So I used to maybe. Have I mentioned this before on the episode?
You know what's great about how we've done more episodes is that we're finally able to actually talk about our opinion, because we won't talk. We'll like withdraw our opinions on things so we don't spoil it. But we've done dessert, so I can talk about how I like a soft cookie.
Yeah.
Without the fear of spoiling a future list.
Yeah. I think people don't realize how much we did that as well. When we first started Rankings, when it was back first season, it was a radio show. Nick and I had just met each other, and we basically based our relationship off of the show. That's really all we interacted.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't really interact outside of
actual friends. Were then like we did the show, and then we started to like hang out and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But even that, like we started to hang out pretty much after the first season.
Yeah.
Like we've only really started hanging out
we get
consistently
lunch after, and that was about it for like hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. And that was usually just filled with I don't want to call it business talk, but it was business talk.
Work talk.
Yeah, exactly. It was work. So that was what we based everything off of. So because of that, it was very, very easy to not spoil things. And then slowly, as we became friends, we're like, fuck, we can't talk about any of this shit with each other.
Yeah.
So as we get through the more broad and enjoyable
stuff that
lists,
everyone has an opinion on.
Yeah, exactly. Then we can slowly over the course of this
months
year,
of the year, like that one, we were never sitting there being like, yeah, no, I just really like June. That was
as it is. I think you can probably, even if you go back to the first episode of this whole new series that we're doing, you can probably tell that there's just even a difference in the way that we interact in general now.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we just we couldn't talk about anything.
Yeah,
which was very professional of us, but it also just
sucked.
Took 2 years to become good friends.
What the fuck is that?
Also sucked.
Subway.
Yeah, you guys did that to us.
Yeah. All 20 of you that watched the original one.
Yeah, no, really. Go back and look at the view count on those episodes. You'll see why we're so thankful for 200.
Yes, I love Subway. They were the first place in my hometown to get one of those touch screen soda things, and I remember being like,
yeah, dude.
Wow.
There's a fast food place in the States that I first saw those at.
I walked an hour and a half. Cut me some slack.
There was a fast food place in the States that I first saw those at. It was a place called Moe's. It's a Mexican place. I believe it's kind of, you start running into them south of, I want to say North Carolina, any North Carolina and
I don't know
below.
if I've been, but I've definitely heard of it.
It's really good.
Apparently in the States, we sound like we're from North Carolina. If you're American and you want to fact check that, because when I've had family go to the States, and they say that if they I don't remember the story, but I just remember when the people they were talking to found out they weren't American, oh, we thought you were from North Carolina or something. So I would just, if you're American out there and you're from North Carolina, or just you're an American and is that true? Do we sound like if you didn't know that we were Canadian, because we've definitely mentioned it a few times in this episode and we've mentioned it in the past, but if you didn't know and you had to guess what state we were from, would North Carolina be one of them?
I don't know. I've got some friends from New York State, and I've actually someone that I grew up with lives in New York, and he told me, he was like, yeah, no, you sound, he's like, Canadians have a very distinct accent. And I was like, what do you, we sound...
Oh, sorry about that, but I never noticed, eh?
I said to him, I was like, you and I talk exactly the same. He was like, say about. And I was like, about. And he's like, you say a boot. And I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
Although I think that's Vancouver more so, where you get more a boot. And it's less...
I don't know if it's Vancouver. I think it might be East Coast, because everybody sounds Irish in Newfoundland.
I have seen on the internet, I have seen Canadians that fully say, very rarely, but I have seen Canadians that say a boot.
I do think that's more of an Irish descendant kind of thing.
I think the more realistic one, I also say about, But I do think the more realistic one that you'll hear some Canadians in different parts of the country say is more of like a boat.
A boat?
Like as if you're saying a boat. I hear people say a boat. Sorry.
I can hear that.
Sorry about that.
And it is definitely true that we say a lot. That is actually just undeniably a fact.
For sure.
Because I don't even think about the fact that I say it sometimes.
Yeah. It's like punctuation, you know? It's like, great day out, eh?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's not nearly as drawn out as Americans make it. Yeah, exactly. It's not. We're not actually just like but like.
Oh, sorry, bud. Oh, sorry about that.
We do say bud a lot too.
Bud,
which
buddy.
Buddy. We call everybody buddy.
When I'm referring to like my friends to like if I'm getting my hair cut, I'll be like, yeah, me and my buddies.
I'll call my mom buddy sometimes. I'll be like, all right, buddy. And I don't even think about that.
Although I'm sure
I just said a boat.
A boat. So, I don't even know about that.
You know, maybe when I'm talking naturally, maybe I do actually have a Canadian accent. I know I definitely sound different from Americans. I'm like hyper aware of my accent now.
There are small changes. Anyway, Subway's good. I like Subway. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it, and I will go many a times again. It's just a good time. And a common theme with Taco Bell, Subway, my number one, which you'll never be able to guess, and is that like this is one that like when you know like when your mom is out of town and your dad's like, oh, we're just gonna get fast food.
Yes,
that was what
my dad would do. Either that, or he'd be like, no, I'll cook you guys dinner tonight, and then we'd go downstairs and it's mac and cheese with hot dogs. And I'm like, this is not cooking dinner. This is 20-year-old you cooking dinner.
I that would be like a lot of the time like if my dad's picking me up from like the train station or something, or like we're like we have like stuff to do, like we'll go like, or if my mom's out of town. Yeah. When we were younger, more so. Now, like that, I'm older. I'm capable of meal prepping and all that. Yes. But my dad, like, if he was also busy, be like, yeah, there's some subs in the fridge. And that's the way he says it every time. There's some subs in the fridge. So like these are a lot of ones where it's like, yeah, I have memories of like, man, like my dad also likes Taco Bell. Him and I have talked before about we've Taco Bell. Yes, we've Taco Belled the disappearing combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut and how we were disappointed by that. But love Subway. You're number one. I want to ring me.
My number one is Wendy's. I'm kidding. I'd say A&W. I've already said Wendy's.
I had Wendy's twice.
Yeah. I fucking love A&W.
It is and
really
I will
good.
Say, honest
it is expensive.
My biggest drawback is literally only the price.
But the price to me just doesn't equate, because there was at one point, and I can remember this time, the A&W was affordable.
Yes.
I remember. Not necessarily anymore.
Many moons ago when I could afford, when fast food was cheaper than groceries.
I remember I always felt like a dumbass when I'd walk in as a teenager and order a teen burger, because that is my favorite burger there. It is the most burgery burger, if you know what I mean by that.
You haven't unlocked the Mama or Papa burger yet.
No.
You got to level up more.
No, I got to get pregnant before I ever have the Mama burger.
Can I get the Papa burger? Yeah, can I see your kid?
That's a really good bid idea. It's a really good bid idea.
Show me your children.
Can I get the teen burger? Can I get ID? He's like, 20, just over the line.
I'm gonna go somewhere else. I went in there, I went to go order a burger, and he just looked me in the eyes and went, show me your children. And I didn't feel like that was a safe place for me to go.
Can I get a buddy burger? Whoa, we're not buddies.
You don't you don't look like you have friends.
Yeah.
Here's a chubby chicken.
A&W, my go-to order is a teen burger with a fucking big root beer with some fries. And they do have good fry seasoning there as well, which is incredible. I don't know if it's like Cajun or whatever it is, but...
I wouldn't know.
No.
I don't like fries. I don't order fries. That's my weird thing. No, there's...
That's weirder than my Subway sandwich.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, you might not be right.
I don't actually.
You might be right, but
like, I don't actually dislike fries.
No, I know.
It's just quicker to say I don't like fries than say like, well, you know, when I was trying to lose all the weight I gained in COVID, I cut out a lot of
fries.
Yeah, and I just never went. And now for me, I just don't really like crave fries, and I just don't really like. It's like they taste
I
fine.
Can understand that though.
They taste fine.
There's food out there where like. You're right. As like growing older and eating fast food,
you just don't want them anymore.
That's how I feel about McDonald's burgers. I think about a McDonald's burger and I immediately feel sick.
But see, that's where you go to McDonald's. I go food wise. I go for breakfast or I go for chicken.
Yep, I go for chicken every time.
Chicken fast food places.
Give me 4 JCs, baby.
Junior Chickens.
Yeah, there you go. That's what my friends and I.
Jesus Christ.
My friends and I call them JCs back home. We're like, yo, want to go for some JCs?
That's crazy because that's hilarious that you had your own version of. You guys want to go get some BJs?
Yeah, we very much had our own version of BJs. It's definitely the same, man.
My number one, because I feel like we'll be able to talk about both of them together simultaneously. My number one is Wendy's. I love Wendy's. I think Wendy's is the best fast food burger.
Good for us for guessing both of our number ones.
Yeah,
dude. Hell yeah.
We know, it turns out we know each other pretty well.
This is a win for everyone.
Yeah, and we've definitely we've gotten food before, so there's no way with this ever this one would not have been able to be kept under wraps and just conversation, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I love Wendy's. I love their chicken. I think is so underrated. I think Wendy's chicken items are so slept on. Go to Wendy's and order a chicken sandwich and thank me later. And if you didn't like it, then just forget I said anything. It's
I haven't had a chicken sandwich from Wendy's, actually. I should do that.
You should. It's really good. I do like their fries.
Yeah.
When you know what? If I have a Wendy's fry, I'm normally like, yummy. So I'm just like, that's a step in the right direction. Their Frosties, their fries dipped in their Frosties.
I have heard that is a top tier. I've never been much of a mixed ice cream and fries kind of guy.
No, me neither. But
I
those
understand
are really
the
good.
appeal.
Yeah. Those are the only ones I'll do it with.
Yeah.
I really like. I go and I get the Dave single. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
That's my dad is normally when I text him if he's picking me up from somewhere and I'm like, I'm starving. Could you either buy or bring me food?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll get two Dave singles in a bag and hand it to me. I'm like, that's great.
Do you know the story of Wendy's? Dave probably wasn't around at that point because the story behind Dave, I don't know if he was...
He left Dave & Buster's.
I don't know if he was single
to strike
or
out on his own.
Just hadn't married or didn't want to get married or something like that, but he really, really wanted children. So Wendy was adopted. I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I believe this is how it went. Wendy was adopted, and he
actually read all about it. Wendy's was adopted. Lewis Cooke.
He adored her. Thought she was the world. So that's why.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was why Wendy's was named Wendy's. Is because he thought his daughter was the best thing out there.
I feel like with fast food, the quickest way to figure out your favorite fast food place, if you don't know, is just think if you could only have one for the rest of your life, what are you picking?
Yep, and I'm picking A&W is my pick. 100%.
Wendy's. Now, I would like to mention that because neither of us had it on our list, and I feel like this will be one that people will text me about. Are we back?
Yay!
The battery's died. I was going to say, Five Guys was left off.
Yes.
Because in my eyes, they're not fast food. It's a little bit more expensive. You watch them cook it in front of you. If it's a busy day, it's not fast, but it's incredible.
I've never really had Five Guys.
Five Guys is really, really good. I want that to be known. I love Five Guys. I love it so much that I don't consider it fast food.
Okay, cool.
That's why it's not on the list.
I agree with him because I don't...
We'll try Five Guys sometime. There's one right by campus. It's really good. Also incredible shakes. And those fries I do actually like.
Yeah.
Which says a lot.
We do also have to try Shake Shack because that is now in Toronto.
Yes.
So we got to go do Shake Shack at some point. Maybe we'll do a video of us going to Shake Shack.
I didn't even know it was there. I walked past and I did... I was like, oh my God.
It shook my shack.
Shake Shack, baby.
That's both our number ones, isn't it?
Baby, Shake Shack.
That's both our number ones, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's a solid list.
That's a great list.
I think... time to rank final rank.
As we are losing money with every single episode that we do, we have started to do ad reads, and so I would like to announce that this episode is brought to you by Dixon's Chickens in Wicken, Britain. Come for some quality chicken pickings at Dixon's Chickens in Wicken, Britain. Need quality British chickens? Well, we ain't tricking when we say Dixon Chicken is the most Britain chicken straight from Wicken, Britain. Come Wicken chicken picking at Dixon's Chickens in Wicken, Britain. That's Dixon Chickens in Wicken, Britain.
The number is on screen.
I had so much fun writing that.
look at that paragraph.
It's the end of my journal. I have to get a new one. Look.
And now back to your regular scheduled ranking. Just like a little PBS thing. And now back to your regularly scheduled rankings.
This, content like this is
brought to you in part by.
What is it? What do they say
on PBS? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Hey!
And viewers like you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also remember.
Did watch
do you remember all of PBS having the hey beautiful thing?
Yeah.
All of this stuff. When the night Okay, so we're gonna rank things.
As we do.
Yes, we has very big whiteboard
First time
today.
we've ever done it. Yeah, very big whiteboard.
I wasn't gonna bring my whiteboard here.
My whiteboard's bigger than Nick's.
Fuck. You're close. Okay, so you're closer to 10 through 8. So you're gonna unless actually we don't know where we're gonna start. I feel like.
I think it'll be easy to start at 10, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to be very agreeable on this list.
I'm going to throw out my pitch for number 10 because this to me is what I think makes the most sense as number 10.
Yeah.
I think Little Caesars is number 10.
Okay, cool.
I know it's your favorite pizza place, but
pizza places don't really count. And that's what I mean.
I think Little Caesars, it's good. It's good. And it deserves to be. One thing I think people forget about our lists when things are not like in this half. It's like we're saying this is the 10th best of everything.
Yeah,
that's what we're getting. Like this is being on the list is a compliment.
It is. It very much is.
And this is supposed to be positive, man. We're just supposed to be talking about shit we like. Eric is so bad. It's just like full on breakdown. Yeah, Little Caesars. I relate very much to Little Caesars because I, much like
Little
their
Caesars.
pizzas, am full of cheese and meats.
I'm deep.
So you thought I was going to say hot and ready, but I would more... I'm like Little Caesars. I'm sad and lonely.
Do you get it? What do we think number 9 is? I got a little list.
So do I. My number 9 was Tim Hortons. I gotta say, Booster Juice. I wanted it to be mentioned. I don't think it should go in this top 10.
Okay, cool. As long as that's as long as you're okay with that.
I think Dairy Queen's a decent shout for number 9.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
cool.
Like again, like I do like their food, but I rarely get it. See, rankings outside. Shit. Rankings outside is a whole different environment. Look at this, right? Isn't this pretty gnarly?
Dairy Queen, man. Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen, dude.
I heard to ride my bicycle to go get some ice cream. It's Dairy Queen, dude.
I heard the Dairy Queen and the Burger King went through a nasty divorce in a specific building. Number 8. I think Tim's should be in back 5.
Tim's?
Yeah.
Let's put it at number 8 then. Honestly. Because mine was 6, I think.
Yes.
And I agree with it.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to write Timmy's, though.
Okay.
So for you Americans, Timmy's is Tim Hortons.
I used to hate when people called it Timmy's as a kid, but I have since...
Why?
Matt Teward. I don't know.
Matt Teward.
I don't know. It was
I've since manured.
two things that used to just like, I don't know why I didn't like them. It was Timmy's for Tim Hortons, and it was Fishy Crackers for Goldfish. I knew people who would call them
Fishy Crackers?
I knew a lot of people called them Fishy Crackers.
Wow.
I don't know why. I was just like, what?
That's a cultural disconnect, man.
I think McDonald's should be 6.
McDonald's at number 6?
I think that makes sense to me.
Cool.
What do you think number 7 should be?
Wait, number 6. Shit, fuck. I started writing it at 7.
Oh, I was going to let you keep going. Shit, fuck. I can't beatbox. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. This beach is my recital. I think it's very vital.
Dirty Dawn's at number 6.
Google that one, I dare you.
That's only one Michael Jackson was there.
I have no idea what to put at number 7. I have no idea.
Where's my list?
I feel like we had a very agreed top 5, just in a different order. I think we both had Taco Bell, A&W, Subway, and Wendy's, right?
Yeah.
And then you just had Chick-fil-A and I had Popeyes.
Yeah.
So I think one of our 2 chicken plate. Oh, I also have Geno's I would want on here. But
let's put Geno's at 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I don't think a pizza place belongs in the top 5 for fast food.
It's kind of its own thing, you know? It is. You're right, because it does take 20 minutes unless you're just going in to grab them. But I do like Geno's.
Hey, Gino!
Hey. He's just like zooms out. He's just been offside the whole... Hi.
Yeah. I love that, like, the really aggressive, like, New Yorker accent.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget it. Have you ever seen the video? The video of the guy says that in the States. He's like, I'm walking here. She's like, stop. We don't say that.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, forget about it. And she fucking slaps him.
Okay, so we need to iron out this top 5 because I personally want Popeyes over Chick-fil-A. By a country mile.
I can get down with that if we do Popeyes at 2 and Chick-fil-A at 3. How does that sound?
But we're not. Because the issue is
4 and 5?
The issue is we have between the two of us. I think we agree that the top 5 is going to contain A&W, Taco Bell, Subway, and Wendy's in some order, which leaves one space open for Popeyes or Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
That's the predicament. So I say we should first figure out what spot the chicken place is going to go.
Yeah.
Fill in the rest, and then pick the chicken place.
Okay.
I think the chicken place is a good number 3.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So...
I think we would both agree with Subway at 2.
Let's do that.
And then Taco Bell for me could be 4. Let's put Taco Bell at 5, so then that way whichever...
That's kind of easy, yeah.
Yeah, because then one of our burger places is going to be 4, and the other one's going to be 1, I think. Here's my pitch for why Wendy's should be number 1.
Yes.
Cost.
It's a good pitch.
That's it.
It's a really good pitch.
I don't know this 100% for a fact, but I'm fairly confident it's just cheaper. And I really like A&W. Also, shout out Harvey's. I like Harvey's too.
I like
forgot about
Harvey's.
that one.
There's just something about Harvey's that makes me feel like I'm being
not
too
Hardee's.
adult.
There's a Canadian, or there's an American one called Hardee's.
Yeah.
Harvey's is nothing related to Hardee's.
No.
It's a Canadian one. It's kind of like a Subway, but for burgers.
Yeah. Which is kind of why I don't like it, because I don't like making my own burger. I honestly don't.
That one I'm too overwhelmed by choice.
Yeah, no, I actually am. And it's always just like, why do they have banana peppers everywhere?
I have no object permanence, so I look at all the ingredients and forget.
Yeah. But do you know, every single time I go to a Harvey's, I'm just like, why do you guys have so many fucking hot peppers? Everywhere.
That's true. There's a lot of peppers.
Every single one. There's a hot pepper in every single 6-pan in the goddamn...
I have an alternative pitch.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel bad that one of our burger places would end up being number 4.
Yeah.
Do we want to put Subway at 4?
Let's do that.
I'm okay with that.
I don't have an eraser.
We have nothing as an eraser.
I'll scribble it out.
Use your hand.
I do have an eraser, but it's inside, and I'm not running with that. So Subway 4.
Yes. To me, that makes the most sense. To then put our burger boys. So then, again, I still think Wendy's number 1 for cost.
I'll agree with that, and then A&W.
At number 2?
Yep.
Because you know what? Even though I don't think I would be convinced if A&W was cheaper that it's better, I do like A&W enough that it makes sense to me at number 2.
That's my best of the and symbol. That's my worst writing ever.
So now we got to pick our chicken place. We're picking chicken.
Picking chicken. What do we want to do? Do we want to do a game for this again?
I guess we could.
We're outside.
Yeah, we should take advantage of that.
Yeah. What can we do out here? I don't have any sports, anything. I don't play those.
Maybe. Okay. Put the whiteboard on the table with the marker.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. Put the
cool.
And then we're going to go. There's 2 trees. I don't know if they're in frame, but we're gonna each spin around the tree, our own tree, 10 times, and then first one here who writes down the thing gets their chicken.
Can we
place.
see both trees on camera?
Brief cut while we set this up.
Let's run it.
That's my tree. That's his tree. We're gonna spin around it 10 times and run back. First one back gets their chicken place on. So yeah.
We start the trees?
I think so.
Yeah.
10 spins. And your spin counts when you get back to where you start.
Oh, so okay.
Yes. Okay, ready?
Okay.
3.
Okay, so I want to start over here.
I'm gonna commit to where I'm at.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'm lost.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Love that chicken from Papa.
I'm so lost. I'm in flip-flops.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm in Converse. Those aren't really running shoes.
Okay. I just pounded that Rockstar down too.
It's been.
Thanks for watching Rankings.
It's been decided. The top 10.
Okay, so
fast food places.
The end of this episode is all over the place. This is great. They can't see us either when we stand, so we got to get down.
Get low. Okay. Now, we're gonna rattle off the official top 10 fast food places.
Yeah.
Do you want to kick us off at number 10?
Sure, it's not big, it's Little Caesars.
And she's royalty, much like us. It's the Dairy Queen.
Number 8, it's Little Timmy's.
Is it more pizza, Geno's? 7.
Number 6.
A lot of fun. Michael Jackson had a lot of fun.
Mike Donald's.
You're going to have a Baja Blast at this one. Number 5, we have Taco Bell.
Number 4, it is my least yet favorite form of transit, Subway.
Number 3, I worked damn hard to have this on the list. It's Popeye.
Number 2, it's A and his friend W.
And at number 1, Wendy's Nuts.
Oh my God,
go.
he got me. I gotta sit down.
Yeah, you can tell. I don't know, me too.
Oh no,
That's
so much happening.
Thank you for watching the episode. Thank you. We were the Rankings.
We ranked a thing.
We'll see you.
Oh yeah.
Get out of the yard.
Yeah, get out of my yard.
Get out of my damn lawn, you kids.